The salary of proposed salary of the managing director of this bank is not only in excess of the government guideline, it's also about 20 times what a county council road worker is paid, whose pay the government is now proposing to cut. This day week, Taoiseach, every child in this country will be home from school, or their parents will have to find somebody to mind them, because the schools are going to be all closed. People who've had medical appointments, many of them having to wait some time for them, will have them cancelled because the hospitals are going to be operating on a Christmas Day roster. People who want to have an urgent call to make to Social Welfare Office won't have anybody to answer the phone to them. And if there's a spate of bad weather, there won't be County Council road workers to clear the roads and to clear the drains, because all of the staff are going to be on strike. Now, 2 weeks ago, I put it to you, Taoiseach, that it would be better for this country if there were a national agreement. I suggested to you 5 measures that I felt should be part of that national agreement, and urged you to engage in talks with the unions concerned, so that we wouldn't head into a period of industrial strife and conflict. We are now only 1 week away from a national strike. And I want to ask you, Taoiseach, what are you doing and what is the government doing to avert the strike that is due to take place this day week, the 24th of November? The Taoiseach knows very well that that kind of appeal is absolutely meaningless, particularly in circumstances where the decision to take strike action was taken by such overwhelming numbers in the unions concerned. If the Taoiseach is serious about averting the strike, and I hope he is, although I didn't detect that from the tone of his answer, but if he's serious about averting the strike, then he and his ministers needs to engage directly in these talks rather than leaving them to officials. We're now a week away from a strike, and you're either going to make a serious attempt at averting it or not. If this was a strike coming from unions looking for a pay increase, everybody in this House and elsewhere would be saying to them that they should negotiate it, and if they can't reach agreement in negotiation, that they should use the Labour Court or the conciliation and arbitration mechanisms or the industrial relations machinery of the state to resolve it. We are in circumstances now where the government is seeking to reduce the pay bill, and in those circumstances the same rules should apply. You negotiate it, and if you can't agree it, you use the industrial relations machinery of the state to resolve the issues that cannot be agreed. But what you don't allow happen is, and what you're sleepwalking into, is a strike next Tuesday. If you have a strike next Tuesday, you are inevitably going to go down the road of conflict, industrial action and strife, which is not what the country needs. We need a period of time where people are pulling together, not engaging in conflict, and the government, you have a responsibility to roll up your sleeves and try and reach agreement with the unions concerned in order to avert that strike.